and if you have your story and your story is anything similar like this, please come forward. SouFLoTV@gmail.com. Contact me by my Gmail and I will give you my WhatsApp number, or you can just go straight to my WhatsApp and do a 1-806-587-8953, and you can send a voicemail. And you see how long her voicemail was, so you can send a voicemail, talk it out, but nobody stay there and kill yourself holding it in. Alright? Alright, peace. Alright, welcome back to SouFLoTV again, everybody. It's your host with the most. Listen, go fix a drink, or grab your plate of food, or throw some popcorn in a microwave, or do something and come sit in under one ear. We're gonna talk under one ear serious. A lot of people are, not a lot of people, but few unscrupulous people, they tend to think that when I do these stories, like we make up the story, them, I see the comments them every now and then. You know what I'm saying? But I want you to understand something. We do real life stories of real life issues, and we use these stories to teach. That is why when people contact me and say, SouFlo, I have a story for you, see, I say, can I use the story on my platform? Them say yes. I said okay. Some people write it, some people say it out, some can do a voice note. If it's too long, sometimes I say, look, just do a voice note, because half of it, if you tell me, I'm not going to remember by the time it's time to do a video, and I don't want to miss out any part of your story, right? This lady right here gave me permission, so here we go, alright?
Hey SouFlo, a blessed Sabbath to you.
Listen.
I'm the person that was asking you to do the topic on family ram in Jamaica, and I was telling you that I cannot write because my story is too long. So you said you could deal with the voice note, which it's okay. Now I thank you very much for your patience, but I didn't get back to you because I wanted to come up with some receipts. You understand? Because I know you're somebody like this. You do your thing with receipts.
Yes, ma'am.
So, and I was doing it for myself too.
No joke thing.
Anyhow, let me start by saying this, SouFlo. I admire you, how you do your thing, and you speak the truth.
Manners and respect.
And I think this topic, it fits you. You are the right person to put it out there. The reason why I'm asking you to talk about this family ram thing in Jamaica, there are a lot of people that does not touch these types of topics. They think that it's a traditional thing, and it's supposed to be swept under the rug, or it's a part of our culture, or it's a disgrace if you even talk about it. And I can tell you that a lot of young men and young women, not only the young women, but young men also in Jamaica, they're going through this this family ram thing. And I mean, SouFlo, to be honest with you, my honest opinion is plenty of these kids that has been thrown away. We see drunk running about them, and stuff. I think that it is from small, these boys are touching up their sisters or their cousins or somebody, and because this Jamaican dirty culture just push it under the rug. About it, does not report it to the police station, do not give the victims any sort of counseling, then that person thinks that they can grow up and do the same thing.
Damage people, damaging
just
people.
Because it was not stopped at it wasn't stopped at childhood days, they just grow up and do it, keep on doing it, and to destroy the evidence they have to kill these young little kids. I'm not saying all of them got killed for the same reason, but I can tell you, as somebody who have gone through this family ram thing, I can tell you that they can wipe out the evidence. Now, the reason why I'm sending you these voice messages is because I want you to share them.
Here.
I have no problem for you to share them.
Thank you.
Now I've gone through this family ram thing, and I could have remembered that I did a video on Facebook, and that was on my birthday. That was
Let me say this before we embark on this ride. Fix yourself good in your seat, because the story are long, but it a go get deep. Some things where you probably couldn't imagine or never heard before are about to be said. Alright? And we are talking about family. All right.
I think 2 years ago. And I'm a child that has been gone through a lot. A broken child while I was young. And I was sharing like little things that, the icing off the cake, I didn't went deep. So a family member of mine saw it, and I was born on the 12th of May, so Mother's Day was the 13th of May. I decided to speak on some little nitty-gritties of what I've gone through with the woman that carried me 9 months. A family member that was on my Facebook carried my name and told my mother, saying that I was disgracing her, which it was not true, because I was just talking things, but a little nitty-gritty, as I call it, the icing of the cake. But SouFlo, what I'm saying now is the reason why she did that is because they know that this family around disgrace thing happened in the family, and they were being threatened. They think that if I speak the little things, then one day I'll just come out with big things. So they cried wolf. They said I was disgracing them on social media, which wasn't true, SouFlo. So I have this. They had this family group. I'm getting there, but I just wanted to get understanding of what's going on.
Not easy to tell. Get there.
They had this family group that they made, and they put me in there, which I didn't want to be in there, because a family that prays together stays together. Most family in Jamaica, they do not pray together, so they do not stay together. Some of these people, they do have children that they just pick one out of the lot and say, okay, this is my favorite, this is my God, my love, this is one more than that one. Now, SouFlo, the one now, which is the eldest, he attacked me in the family group, and he said to me, you know what, I'm not happy with you because you disgrace your mom on Facebook and blah blah blah. And I said, okay. I led them to the live that they could look, but they refused to. Okay, so they keep on acting up still. It reaches a point that I couldn't take it anymore. They got on top of my nerves, so I told them off. I did disrespect them because I've been dealing with this thing from I was like a child. So I couldn't take any more of it. I just did not want any more of it. Okay, SouFlo. It went on to the point where my brother, he was not focusing anymore on the so-called disgrace. He was saying to me that if I ever say anything about him, he will kill me. He will sue me, and I'm living in Holland, so he said he will walk and water, and he will find me at my place and kill me.
This is her blood brother, you know. You talk about same mother, same father, older brother, you know. May I tell us that story about to get deep, and it don't end this up. You have no clue. Stick around.
Now, SouFlo, that is a red flag, because how does it left from they calling up a so-called disgrace to him saying that if I say anything about him, he's going to kill me? Then that's a big red flag showing that he have a guilty conscience and he's trying to cover up some tracks. Okay, SouFlo, let me tell you the reason why he said this. While I was small, I was 4 years old.
Yeah, I know.
That was SouFlo, in Jamaica, they leave the big brothers and the big sisters, they have to stay with the younger ones, and the mothers and fathers, when they leave the big brothers with the big sisters, they say, okay, use the belt to feed them. You know, they have to be like the guardian. Then they took over from the parents until the parents came back. So I could remember while I was 4 years old, it was only 3 kids. Me, my other sister, and the big brother that I told you that threatened me. And he was there looking about us until the woman that carried me 9 months came back. When she went, I do not remember where she was going, but he got the chance after she turned her back. And he took it. And I was 4 years old. and that's the first time he molested me. Well, when my mom came back, I told my mom. My mom didn't do anything about it. She just asked him. He denied it. She said, I'll tell your father, because my father was working on a truck and he doesn't come home till every month or every fortnight. So I was thinking that she's gonna handle the situation good, or she's gonna beat him or something. But you know what, SouFlo, when my dad came home, she didn't tell him anything, because you know what, that kid was their God. Now, I was so surprised at the age of 4 years old that I told my mom that I was molested by my brother sexually. And she's gonna tell my brother that, yeah, if you don't stop molesting your sister, when your sister becomes 17 years old, she's gonna carry a kid for you. That is so shocking. At the age of 4, you do not want to hear that.
That's all she tell him.
No, SouFlo, she didn't tell my dad. She didn't do anything about it. And it went on.
God, man.
When it went on for 10 years. I'm not gonna lie to you, I complained to her 4 times, but you know why 4 times out of 10 years? It's just because you have been telling them, SouFlo. And when you speak about it, they do nothing about it.
So you're hopeless.
And they push it under the rug. They act like nothing happened. I was looking forward to her as a mother to protect me. I was looking forward for her to do something about it. Now, she pushed it under the rug. She act like nothing happens. I could have remember one day, I reminded him about it, that when he was a teenager, because he's 5 years older than me, and I was thinking to myself, the first time that he did it to me, he was like 9 years old while I was 4.
Wow.
So, if he had stopped after that, I would definitely forgive him, because I would say, okay, it's a child, and maybe he saw his mom and dad did it, so he carried out the same act, because you have to be careful what you do in front of your children. Now, I see that he went on 10 years old, 11 years old, and he's getting bigger, and he's still carrying out the act on me. And
I have to keep on stopping, because these little things that I say, I don't want to forget them in the end. You see, those of you who are parents, I'm a parent, right? And I have 1 daughter, and I have 4 boys with that 1 daughter, right? So, my boys know, you don't touch my daughter in any kind of way. You don't, they don't even, may not even want no hugs. Stop hugging her up too much. You know what I'm saying? And my daughter knows what an inappropriate touch is, and who is supposed to touch her and who is not supposed to touch her. When my daughter goes in the shower, right, and she's 5 years old, she wash her own ton. When she's at my house, she wash her own ton. And she'll wash that by herself, because her mom teach her how to do it, until she gets to her mom where her mother can do it. So she can't even say, well, when daddy had me in the shower and he was giving me a shower when we came back from the beach, he touched me there. That is a place that I don't ever go. So anyhow she ever come out her face and say, well, Jen touched me here, or Far touched me here, or this person touched me here, war, hell, and powder house broke loose everywhere. You understand? We gotta set these boundaries, and man, this is deep, man. And this story, this is not nothing new, because trust me, there are a lot of girls in the Caribbean, not just Jamaica, but through me at Jamaican, I have to talk like that, because I've encountered so many Jamaican females that have been through it, and it led them to other things, and it's just like, to this day, they are scarred the hell up. So anyway, her specific topic was family ram. That means, say, this I don't know, outsider adult push themselves on. This we're talking about is same blood within your house. Yeah? Let me tell you, the story gets even deeper. So stick around.
I stopped complaining. I just start lying down like a piece of meat and let him have his way, because at the end of the day, if I talk about it, it's going to fall on deaf ears, and nobody's doing anything. That, I mean, Jamaicans parents, they always took up the belt and lash you, or a piece of tree limb or anything they catch. But at the end of the day, he didn't get any lash.
Wow.
He didn't get any type of punishment for it. So at the end of the day, it becomes like something normal to me. It's like a norm. It's like, you know what, whenever he needs it, don't even fight anymore, because what are you fighting for? You don't have any strength anymore. Give him what he wants, because your parents is not doing anything about it, and they're acting like it's normal. I mean, it's going on. I talked about it. Now, SouFlo, it goes on. One day, I reminded him about it, and he I don't know why, but he used a tree limb to beat me, and he leave like bruises on my skin, and I told my mom about it, and then she just walk, you know, SouFlo, we have some outside wood fire kitchen in Jamaica. She just walking and going out wood fire kitchen and just not bother herself and not say nothing about it. You understand?
Wow.
Okay.
So
I remember that he graduated high school, and I was still going to high school at the time. So I was in 8th grade, and most of us, when we're in 8th grade, we are like 14 going 15 years old. So at that time, if he's 5 years older than me, he was 20 years old at the time. So he knows what he's doing. I was lying up on my bed, and I was taking a rest after I came from school, and SouFlo, I had this one legging that, it has holes in there, because, I was brought up poor, and I don't have a problem with that. I'm not blaming anybody for that, because we can't choose not to be poor, and that is the reason why I choose the best for my children, because I don't want them to grow up like me. But that's not the fact of the matter, right? I'm not blaming anybody that I was brought up poor. God brought me through that. But just saying that to say that I had this one legging that had a hole in there, because every time I wash it, I sew it. Okay, he took advantage of me. This time he used his finger. He tore the holes out, and at that point my whole family was there. My dad was there this time.
20-year-old this time, you know.
I could have balled out.
14-year-old.
I could have get up and fight him. But you know what? I lie on the bed because there was a pillow. And victims do not want to, perpetrators do not want the victims to expose them. So I swear that he would use that pillow and stifle me.
The fear.
Also, I got up, and when I get up, I go outside now. After I finished, and I told my mom and dad, because my dad was there, and I had this conviction in my heart. I was saying, yeah, my dad is here now, so my mom, she's gonna say, yes, it's true, because this girl has been complaining to me for the longest while. It's 10 years now. My mom just looked around and she didn't say anything. She was like silent, and my dad looked at me and said, listen, don't tell me anything, don't lie on my son, you're lying, and you slept so bad at night, and I will not cover you with any blanket, because I mean even cover you with the sheet, because me know when you tell no lie, Pammy say me touch you, a lie and tell boyfriend yourself. So SouFlo, honestly, I felt betrayed. And that was the last time it happened. But I'm just saying this to say that why Jamaicans are pushing this family ram thing under the rug, and why when we victims grow up with this emotional scars, and we're ready to come out of our closets, they want to kill us. Why they want to shut us up? Okay, SouFlo, after my mom knows all of that happened, I was still scarred emotionally, but I shut up about it, because our system of how we brought up in Jamaica, especially in the countryside, they're going to tell you shut your mouth if you talk a disgrace, and disgrace the family and blah blah blah.
Family business.
Now
inside.
Okay, I skipped high school when I was 15. I stopped going to high school. I was this teenager that I go out because I was not getting freedom. I was like a caged bird, and I went out there and take my own freedom. I sleep out. I had boyfriend. I dropped out of high school and all those things. I was not a perfect teenager. I came home one Sunday after sleeping out Saturday night, and when I came home, I was like shy, hiding in the bushes. So finally, I think I can sleep in the bushes because night will be falling soon. And then they heard like this rattling in the bush, and them say, "Who that?" That's my dad said that. And I just walked out of the bushes and think, what, anything's gonna happen. So my mom called me. I was surprised that they didn't hook me up with the bell, because that's what they're good for.
Story are heavy.
No, SouFlo. My mom, she carried me in. She said, "Come here." She switched the light off. She didn't lock the door. She closed the door, and she told me to lie in the bed and take out my underwear. This is going to be very disturbing, and as a man, I hope you can handle this on your channel, because normally a woman would understand more, but I find you as a very intelligent person that digs deep and speak what's on your mind. While other people just put icing on the cake and pretty it up. So I think if I share this with you, you will have your honest opinion and you will speak very good about it. Now what I'm saying, where was I? Okay, she told me to take my underwear off, and then she turned off the light. But I was thinking, what is this? Then she explained to me that she's going to search my private part to see if I'm a virgin. And at the same time, I asked myself why this woman is going to search my private part to see if I'm a virgin, when she knows very much that I've been getting raped from my brother from when I was 4 years old. So what virgin is she talking about? Now, SouFlo, you know what happened? She started acting up. Oh, you smell like sex. You smell like sex. I'm not gonna put my finger in your private part. I would not check that. But at the end of the day, I was thinking to myself, you are a woman with 6 kids. Why do you have to put your finger in there? If you want to see that as a grown adult, if you want to see how if your daughter is not a virgin, you can just look. And why do you turn off the light if you're searching for something and you're looking for evidence? Why is the light switched off? So, okay, light got switched off, and then I see she start backing down, and then she called my dad now. So I said, okay, the door is locked. And that is when I see when my father opened the door and came in. Then I said, oh shit, the door wasn't locked, the door was closed. And then I start coming to the reality that behind my back, they planned this. My mom planned it.
So she laid
my dad. She's the mastermind of this. She planned it with my dad.
Wait, so she's 14 and she laid down spread out there at mom's command with nothing, and daddy are gonna come in now? How would it Oh man.
No, she told my dad, you do it. My dad said to her, you must place your finger in your daughter's vagina and you must fondle it and see if she's a virgin. My dad said to her, move. I'm an experienced man and I'm going to do this. SouFlo, as I said, your discretion is being advised because it's really disturbing. He did insert his finger, he did feel it, he felt it out, and then he smelled it, and he insert again, and he fondled it again.
What?
Then he said to my mom, you know what, the gal are a virgin, you know. And then he said, get up and put on your panty and get out. But in my mind, I was thinking, oh dear God, please don't let him insert his private into me. Just
damn.
Please God, I wouldn't like this to happen because I don't see him with any condom, and maybe you never know. Maybe I will. I was 15 and thinking, I'm gonna carry a baby for my dad. God, please, don't let him do this. And you know what? I just get up off the bed and go outside, and that's when reality hits me that the two of them planned this. No. My assumption is that she did this to give her man the good kicks tonight when they go lie down and do for them thing that they can think about that and get them kicks and them can come hard or something. That's why you as a mother is gonna know that your daughter was molested by your son for 10 years long, and then you're gonna call the child's own father and the own. Let me tell you something, SouFLoTV, them have some man.
Alright, pardon the break, but my battery run out. People, that's something let me try to bring it back a little bit there because my head hot me. Me get a headache from that one here.
But in my mind, I was thinking, oh dear God, please don't let him insert his private into me. Just please God, please
father,
God, I wouldn't like this to happen because I don't see him with any condom and
brother got that father gone there.
You never
Mother
know.
in there.
Maybe I will, you know, I was 15 and thinking, you know, I'm gonna carry a baby for my dad. God, please, don't let him do this. And you know what? I just get up off the bed and go outside. And that's when reality hits me that the two of them planned this. No.
I have a genuine headache.
My assumption is that she did this to give her man the good kicks tonight when them go lie down and do for them thing that they can think about that and get them kicks and them can come hard or something.
Why?
Because why you as a mother is gonna know that your child was your daughter was molested by your son for 10 years long, and then you're gonna call the child's own father and the own. Let me tell you something, SouFLoTV, them have some man at Jamaica, you know, you cannot call him and tell him if you finger their own daughter, you know, cause
for real?
Hey, you get a box in your face, you see peenie, you know. As we say a country, I go say peenie, I go say night bug, you know. Remember me tell you, say that box there, you know, it's gonna knock you out in a coma, you know, you can't do that.
No real man would have done that.
No woman can do that, so a real man, and then he do it.
None.
Okay, SouFLo. So that's what happened. And after I ran away from home, I skipped school, stopped doing what they want me to do, start doing my own thing, start sending myself back to art academy and stuff like that. And SouFLo, you know what? They jailed me first in the Discover Bay St. Anne jail. Then after that they transferred me to the juvenile penitentiary, which is, I don't remember if I found what or somewhere up there, but I was the biggest juvenile penitentiary for little girls. And only girls are there. And the reason why they give the reason that they gave the police that they jailed me is because I run away from home and I have a boyfriend and I'm a virgin again. And I was standing there and I remember a church sister was there and I said to the church sister, prayed for me because I need prayer. Because SouFLo, I can understand why when I go out there and lie up with a man, have a boyfriend and all of that, police are gonna know about it and police are gonna get involved and I'm allowed to go to jail, and after jail they will lock me up at juvenile penitentiary. You understand? And I was supposed to stay there until I was 18 years old, but I ran away. And I'm asking myself all these days when my brother was molesting me and after what my dad did to me, why none of that was reported to the police? Why none of them get locked up? And why as I go out there now and start give a strange man my body, I forget locked up for it. I look at it and the only way me look at it is that they wanted me to stay home and service the family member. You understand? I was supposed to be there to service the family member. The family ram them should have me at their own advantage. I shouldn't have run away. I shouldn't give my body to no other strange man out there. That's how I look at it. But you know what, SouFLo? These parents in Jamaica, they need to do better than what you're doing. This family ram thing, they need to stop pushing it under the rug, SouFLo. It is not right. You understand what I'm trying to say? Stop taking up because they're them are breed the murderer, them are breed the rapist, them Romeo and Ferguson about the dirty man, them because from a child you see that they're that type of person, feel up their own sister, cousin, and that's sex them off, and then they hide it and talk about a family disgrace, and at the end of the day those are the ones who grow up and still doing it to people girl pitney, and those are the ones who are dashing the people and girl pitney a bush because they don't want the evidence to go out there and them go jail. What I wanna add to this is SouFLo is that these parents they are the ones that breed family ram sometimes, and them.
All right, listen. The first part there of her voice note, there is more, okay? Because she catch who she talked about in the video on the voice note unsuspectingly, and we have the voice notes as well, and you must hear them response when confronted. So we're going to take a break right here. I'm going to pick up and pick them from school, and I'll be right back. All right, and when we come back, we're going to go back into that story here. God no, if I tell you that this genuinely hurt my head. I feel like one headache just come across like right here, so. And I can't even imagine being a female going through this. Hurt people, and all these things. Woo! That one is heavy. May I take a break? Soon come back. Alright, so I had to take a break just now to go pick up my kids from school and whatnot. And we're going to pick up right where we left off. Alright? So, bear with me and I'll start playing the voice notes right where we left off.
Create the family around in the home sometime because they do not have any sort of respect. They can do anything. What I wanna add to this is SouFlo is that these parents they are the ones that breed family rams sometimes, and them create the family rams in the home sometimes because they do not have any sort of respect. They can do any type of sexual activities in front of the children, and you know girls are not gonna turn on their brothers, you understand, but the boys they're more vulnerable. They're gonna turn around and carry out the acts on their sisters, and the point of the situation is when these parents see that it's been happening. I don't know if for them guilty consciences is pricking them, and that is the reason why they push it under the rug. But at the end of the day, they are not looking out for the victim, because I think I should get counseling. I don't think I deserved to be in a juvenile penitentiary. You understand? And nobody called police on my brother. No, and he's now a soldier in the army. Look at it. Even though SouFlo, he knows very much. We are adults right now. He knows very much what he did to me. Instead of him saying to me, listen sis, we've gone through a lot of things. I beg thee for forgiveness. Forgive me because I've done a lot to you. Sorry. You know, some apology. You understand? He's trying to tell me that he's going to take my life on top of what happened. So therefore, there's no remorse, neither from the parents or neither from him. You understand? So just try to wrap your head around what I'm trying to say. You understand? This is a big issue in Jamaica which people don't talk about, this family ram thing. And you know what? I would like for every victim out there to come out, and then people must start campaigning about this, because it's definitely not right. Okay, so the other day, I'm gonna send my receipts to you, SouFlo. The other day I was talking to my dad because he called me first and I called him back, and you know, we had a normal conversation. We was talking about a phone that I sent to him to Jamaica, and the customs didn't release it on time and blah blah blah, and it returned to me, and I had this phone that my husband bought for me, so I had an extra phone. I charged that phone up and I did recording, and it's very disturbing, SouFlo. Trust me. I will send you the receipts that I attacked my dad about fondling me, and he threw everything in my face. He said at the age of 4 years old, he was like telling me, he was telling me that I am wrong. You understand? He didn't say anything about my brother being wrong for doing it. He didn't say it was wrong or anything. He was just showing everything in my face, and he said he's not wrong for fondling me, and he will not apologize to me, and he threw all the blame on my mom. You understand? So I'm just asking you to reach out, SouFlo, on your platform. Use your platform, to reach out to parents in Jamaica. Reach out to them, SouFlo, because honestly, sometimes I say them ignorant, and people say that's the wrong word I use, but I mean, I use the wrong word. They are ignorant. They are very ignorant. Because I mean, how can you sit around and make stepfather feel up your daughter and a sex your daughter, and make brother a sex off your daughter and all of that? And you know, there are some people out there that have 5, 6, 7 picnic, and you know, like them have the 3
that stepfather,
the first big brother take advantage of the 2 big sister them, and then they push it under the rug, and then come one next 3 set of picnic which part that the brother, the second brother now take advantage of the next 2 sister them, and then push it under the rug, and I saw it go in the family. No, it is not right. It is not right, and I promised myself, as long as God gave me life, I would not hide it. As long as God gave me life, I'll put it out there. And And you know what, SouFlo, I am really, really reaching out to people who have gone through this family ram thing. Stop make them telling us if it's shut on the mouth. Stop make them telling us a family secret. Stop make them telling us say a disgrace. And if we not talk this and that are gonna happen. Because at the end of the day, you are depressed and none of them cares about your feeling. And if you go out there and talk about it, then you will keep somebody from suicide. You will help somebody to come out of them closet and all of them things. So victims, talk about it.
Alright. So she went that far, right? And then he noticed she said she confronted her father and she actually saved the voice note. First of all, the part that get me is that she said she's still in touch with them, she still care about them. To show you that this woman have a good heart, you know. And she said she send them a phone. Me not send them people then nothing. Sometimes in life you gotta cut some people off for good. If for anything else, for your own healing process. When me done cut you off, you see, and find healing for myself, I will come back to you later. If my journey through healing leads me back to reconnecting with you. If we are ready to sit and talk about what happened, if you are remorseful, if, so many ifs. But for me to just keep on being around you after suffering something so traumatic, and definitely not get no phone, no money, no nothing from me, not even a phone call. But check it.
Also, Flo, what I want to add to this is mothers must open their eyes and fathers must open their eyes, because when you think that you can even leave the little sister with the big brother just because of the strict rules that they lay down in Jamaica, which is some of them is totally unnecessary, because you're gonna leave the big brother, which is also not perfect, to take care of the big sisters, and you're not gonna tell them, listen, if the child do anything, tell me when we come home. You're gonna leave that big brother with the belt to beat the smaller sisters and the smaller brothers that they are looking over till you the parents come back. And when you the parents come back, they're gonna get a second portion of beating. And so it doesn't make sense to me. And you know what, these people, these bigger brothers and these guardians used to, and bigger sisters or auntie or uncles or whoever that is doing this family ram thing, what they use against them little pitney, you see, SouFlo, is like they're gonna tell you, alright, you come, if you talk, me go tell mommy or me go tell daddy, say you come home from school late, or you broke one glass in the house, or you never sweep up the yard, or you never wash the dishes, and you know you're gonna get belt click. So therefore they manipulate you with that, and you know, you don't want to lash over your back. So therefore that will help if you shut up too. You understand what I'm trying to say? That will help you to shut up too. So
listening up,
that is a big part of it too. Those are some things that parents must look into. And some people at Jamaica, when time them have some people at Jamaica, when time them have bigger brothers and bigger sisters looking over their smaller siblings, it doesn't seems to care much of let's say care much about you know what, I'm gonna shower my kid and search my kid, or you know what, I'm gonna ask them what happened. No, are your brother me left you with, so me not have to ask you nothing. Now your brother, me not have to ask you nothing. Alright, your sister, man, your auntie, everything alright. You cannot trust nobody with your children. And if growing up in Jamaica, if a child did their bally and stuff, most when I was growing up, I was a cry kid, and they tell me that me a simple Simon, everything me ball for move from your son, me a retard, me head dry like, me ugly, me mouth long like of a hog, me feel a vampire, and all of those things crushed me from the inside. So you feel like you don't belong. So you're getting bullied, you're getting sexually abused and stuff like that. So at the end of the day, as a kid, you're confused, you feel lost, you feel like you don't have anybody to relate to, nobody to talk to. So these are some of the things that parents need to stop focusing on. Stop focusing on finding dirty name for calling or pitney them. Stop focusing on the negative. You understand? Start focusing on the positive. Ask your child, what make you cry so? What do you sit down and one away and talk to your picnic? Ask your child, why you cry so far? What make everything you bally? What make you can't look in at my face and I dig the dirt with your toe? What happened to you today when we left you with your big brother? What did he do? You understand? Not because you leave older siblings with the younger ones, that means that the older siblings become Jesus Christ and become perfect. You understand?
Right.
Sometimes it's the parents that is setting up all these pedophiles and them pity them, you know. You understand what I'm trying to say? Because if you're going to favorize one kid over the other, you're giving that child power. And that's a big thing that happens in Jamaica all the time. And when you see your daughter and your son, they come to you and tell you, say, listen to me. This or that happens. Stop saying it's not true. Stop saying it's not true. Because I'm still looking into myself. And I'm asking myself, why when I stopped all these times when I was complaining about how my brother was sexually abusing me, why she did not call my dad at that time, why they did not tell me to take out my underwear, why they did not search me, why they did not look for evidence, why? You understand where I'm coming from? But as soon as I go out there, as soon as I sleep with my boyfriend, as soon as I come home, then dad have to get involved and dad have to get fame piece of the pie because they see that I'm slipping away. That means they're indulging with the family ram thing because the brother don't get fame 10 years long. Now they see that I'm slipping away, me have man out the road, turn teenager, start have boyfriend. Guess what now? Before she left, my man have to get a piece of the pie too, you know. So you know what? They sit down, set up behind my back and then get fame piece of the pie, and then here am I, with my emotional scars to the day I die. Not everybody go through it good like me. Some people they kill themselves.
Yeah.
Some people angry. Some people end up in being a nuisance to society.
Kill other
some
people.
Some of them gunman and some prostitute or something. If you sit down and listen to them stories, they feel like they wasn't born for no good purpose.
You're preaching up.
Just because of what had happened to them in their young days, because they don't feel loved. They didn't have anybody to relate to, so they just grow up like an angry monster.
And believe me now, when I say these things that this sister just said, and this is her life experience she's telling, right? And do you hear? She's an extremely intelligent individual, and the way she has been able to bring this, round it all up, the psychological ramifications of this, the side effects, you understand? She said some people end up killing themselves. Some people end up killing other people. If you sit down and talk to some of these people out there with on prostitute and gunman and all this, these are the things that are in their background. That's why I said hurt people. And we are raising a nation of hurt children, traumatized people. We have traumatized adults right now who are traumatizing children because those adults themselves were traumatized, and the cycle just continues and continues. Wherever there is trauma and there's no process of healing, expect more trauma to continue again and again. It takes a very strong person to put some end to that trauma they've experienced. Now, let's get into the phone call part. Alright? Here you are. This is her father on the phone, and I hope it plays well. One is 6 minutes and 25 seconds long.
Well, that's good. Who?
Yeah.
What you say? Well, unfortunately, that not gonna happen, you know. Me don't really want you to know them too, but unfortunately, me can't come to Jamaica, so.
Okay.
That's all time. That's all the picture. My life is not in a danger. No, you don't know about it, but me know, you know. Because certain things will happen, nobody no update you on that. They only They only maybe tell you the nitty-gritty of things who are going. Them now go in a deep and depths and tell you. So you don't know but me know.
No, you see, when it comes to the foolishness between you and your brother, them, and of course, you want to put out there, down there, of your foolishness, along with the one, and
What kind of foolishness you talk? What make you say so?
no, you know I need to know, eh?
No, tell me, man. Tell me what you say so.
Yes. You tell me how to dress the man where you get, right? That's one. And now, it's when a friend Facebook.
Yeah.
It's a friend Facebook and he has no.
Yeah.
Where you post about Jamar.
Yes. Did I lie?
No.
Did I lie?
No, what me have to carry?
No, my father, please can answer my question. I am a grown woman, and whatever I place on my Facebook, I am allowed to do it because I'm now big and can make my own decision. But my father, please may I ask you, love and thanks, did I place anything wrong on my Facebook? Did I lie? Daddy, please, I'm asking you. Daddy, please, I'm asking you. Answer me with a yes or no.
Yes, this one wrong. That's not right.
How comes? How comes?
This one wrong. And this one will stop on the foolish.
Tell me. Wait there. Tell me how I'm wrong. Me can ask you a question because if it all we can talk one time. Me go ask you my question and then you answer and then me talk again. All right?
Yeah, man.
All right. What did I place on my Facebook wall? What me did place on my Facebook wall again?
No, where you put up now about this Jamaican, yeah, so man.
What you say?
No, the picture the man put up on the Facebook and your comment. We read the comment that somebody who know if you want to die nothing on me and no.
Okay.
Right. You tell me how to interest what he did make happen, right?
Okay.
He is wrong.
Okay.
But the whole situation from the beginning, the bonfire of mother comes up with wrong carrier. You must live as one family, and that's not enough. So why would you live as one family? Peace and love by moving. I don't that's not free. And that's not free.
When it's my time to talk, tell me, alright?
And love and
You
unity.
can't talk when you're ready, man. You can't talk when you're ready.
Because me no want to we talk to each other because we not go understand.
No.
Can I listen to me? Me go reveal some things to you today. You see me, father, which you don't know. You see this thing where you tell me say it's why we wrong? In no way I see where I am wrong. Because you was there living in that house with all of us until that woman tell you to come out, and things has been happening in that house which you don't know about because she do not let you know about it. Things has happened to me when I was small, growing up, that I need my daddy by my side for comfort me and stand up for me because my mother betrayed me and she hide it from you. Until the day if I don't open my mouth tonight and tell you, you would go to your grave and dead and it don't happen. And you don't know. Listen to me keenly. You don't know the beginning of this. You're just in the middle of it and you don't know what one. Because them just give you the icing off of the cake. You understand? They're just giving you the icing off of the cake. Can I tell you where this started from? Yeah, listen to me. Okay. Did you know that when I was 4 years old, I was molested by my brother? Sexually? Did you know that my daddy, did you know that?
So 4 year old?
4 years old. In a summer holiday that I must go back to Fair Gallimore School. 4. Did you know that you did a work for one Chuck? You go to Montego Bay to work all the time and you come back home. My mother left me with my brother, Kemar. And she said, look on the two pitney them till me come back. And he sees the opportunity and he did it. When she came back, I told her about it. When I told her about...
Ooh. This painful. Me not lie. This, excuse me. Let me get the next part.
When I told her about it, she said to the boy, I said, I'm going to tell your daddy when he come. I'm going to tell Dave Panyo. She didn't tell you when you come. You know, she looked on Kemar and said to Kemar, Kemar, did you do it? Kemar said no. She turned around and said, if you don't stop molesting your sister going to have a baby for you when she's 17 years old. I was 4 years old and I couldn't forget that. My father, did you know that my brother molested me sexually for 10 years long? And my mother hid that from you and never tell you that. No matter what, she didn't tell you that. Dear, my father, 10 years long.
So why you never tell me?
Listen, I was a child and I know some if I shut my mouth because I go get beaten. Me know some if I shut my mouth else Kamara go beat the hell out of me.
No. But look here now, look at if you
And I am the wait, just a moment. I'm not the one who is supposed to come to you and tell you because you gone punch up gone work and you leave my mother. You leave me in my mother's care which she's an adult. She is the one who's supposed to come and tell you as a parent the tone of it. Sit down and squash OT.
True.
yes, but look here. At the same time, you did go out that street and it happened at school or anyway. You not come back and tell me you know carry on.
What?
Come back and tell me if it did happen at school or happen anywhere else. And
So you're blaming me now and calling me a liar.
Him not.
if that happened, you couldn't tell me.
You are blaming me now and calling me a liar.
Wait now. We have to pause. Hold on there. Alright. I don't know. Wait there. People, I lost it. I had to pause that. Cause I did the last part.
When I told her about it, she said to the boy, I said, I'm going to tell your daddy when he come. I'm going to tell Dave Panyo. She didn't tell you when you come. You know, she looked on Kemar and said to Kemar, Kemar, did you do it? Kemar said no. She turned around and said, if you don't stop molesting your sister going to have a baby for you when she's 17 years old. I was 4 years old and I couldn't forget that. My father, did you know that my brother molested me sexually for 10 years long? And my...
That was wrong. That was wrong of her as a mother.
And what about you,
Wait there.
Station? We had that conversation. Give me a liar.
No, Carrie.
People, but wait. I kind of lost it, but I found the spot back. Listen, right now, the father, as you can see, he doesn't even understand because he's telling her that if she did go out a road and that happened with a stranger, she as a child would have came and told him, when in most cases, probably not. So when she used the word ignorant earlier, this man isn't there yet intellectually to figure out the age she was at the time, the circumstances surrounding their living conditions, and the fear that was instilled in her. After me tell mommy and mommy don't do nothing about it, and mommy I'm gonna tell him about if we did it, and then eventually she told. She's asking him from 4 until she was 15. I remember she run away when she was 15 or 14, 15. She run away when she was 15 and all this, right? And that was when they brought her back in the house and all the other stuff happened. So she's talking about from 4 years old to 15 years old, you know, that 10-year gap there, you know, got to 11-year gap, you know. Man. Let's listen this out.
And you can never deny. If you said I did not tell you, you are wrong. You are very wrong if you say I didn't tell you, because I did tell you. And you did not take action either.
Wow.
I told you about it.
When?
Did you remember that? Let me remind you something. Did you remember one time I was in grade 8 at Brownstone High School, lying down in my pleated uniform, my tunic uniform on the bed, and you and my mother run a kitchen, run at the kitchen there, the outside kitchen there, and that boy come in and tear up my tights and use his finger and do what if he do. And when jump up and come around the kitchen and said to you, say, Daddy, he did this to me. And I felt like my mother would stand up and say, listen, at 10 years long from it, wait no, my father, wait no. Me tell you, Daddy, wait, you're gonna get your chance. You turn me around and said to me, say, a lie me and tell me if you go from your son or tell a lie for me, brother. Wait, no, me Lord God, you know, make me talk. I don't feel time for talk yet. I don't feel time for talk yet. Me not tell a lie for you because me... No. How comes it better if you say you don't remember? It better if you say you don't remember. Me not don't talk yet, or if you say me go tell lie for you, me not don't talk. Let me don't talk no. Let me don't talk no. You said to me, say me sleep bad at night, and when time me sleep bad at night, you not go even cover me up with the sheet because you know want me tell no lie for you. God Almighty who wake me up and me swear upon me two pity them life your sister to me. Me swear upon me two pity them life for God Almighty give me a tell me so.
Hold on.
No. Listen.
This man I get defensive now. Cause now it's all about defense.
That we don't reach there as yet. We not say you do it. Did I say you did it?
Why did I say that to you?
My father, my dear daddy, if I tell any lie on you tonight, may the Lord thy God strike me dead.
Me not dear daddy that no.
Why me I tell you to tell me no word, no get full of word from me, no brother. He can do that.
Yes, you did.
He can do that. Me as a man who strict for whom so.
Dad, you did. Dad, you did. Dad, you did. Dad, you did.
Did he used to drink or smoke?
The Heavenly Father who give me breath.
Was he high when he come home? You know?
Even after you left from the yard, we had that conversation. We had that conversation. And my brother and sister them, no. My brother and sister and the rest of people them around there, and them know too.
But look here, up to you, I come check where they are talking. Things happen to you when you never know, you know.
You didn't know about it because nobody told you.
I know you have come back and say to me.
That is the last time it happened to me. I let you know. That was the last day. That was the last day. And now it seems like, you know what? Now it seems like I'm getting all the blame. It seems like me a liar. It seems like, you know, me no know.
So you just say that thing there now. Me no want to look at try to put me in that thing that I said. You know, they tell me, you know.
I told you, Dad. Dad, I told you and you did not react.
You have 11 people alive and water and I don't love one more than the other.
Logan, you must not talk so loud, Logan. What, Joey?
When they don't talk to me, I still don't get them. So why something like that would happen to you and you tell me no?
Renee and Shay don't talk to you. You figure out why.
But Dad, can I ask you? Can I ask you a question? Can I ask you a question? Can I ask you a question?
Go ahead, man. Go ahead.
Did you remember that Sunday evening when I came home and I ran away from home and I came home? Did you remember when my mother, which is your ex-mother, your ex-baby mother, carry me in that one room house that we live in, place me on the bed and tell me to take out my underwear and call you my daddy and tell you to insert your finger in my vagina, and you did it.
That's not what she said.
No, but okay, she didn't. Okay.
Listen, I remember that. She said to me, said, you are dead man. I want to tell you.
Okay.
I tell me must search. I tell me must search you.
Yes.
I tell me must search you.
Yes.
I remember that. And when we look back, that was wrong. That was wrong of her as a mother.
And what about you? What about you? Why didn't you stand up and said, I will not do it? Why did you insert your finger in your 15-year-old daughter's vagina?
Hello. You don't answer you. You don't answer you. You don't answer you. Remember, you know, molest me. I molest you because I'm molested. So when you come with the argument,
I didn't say you molested me, but why did you do it?
but look here.
Why did you do it?
What she believe and your mother tell me. Your mother tell me. Your mother advise me you have to. Okay? Okay? Me never say, me never tell you say it is something which was right. Because when you look at myself, you say no. You should approach the thing in a more different way from how you approach the thing. And so it should have worked.
He's blaming the mother. She asked you why you put your finger in her.
I cannot see through it, my dad. My dad, I cannot see through it because I was looking to... You know how much I loved you when I was growing up? Nobody to me like my father. When me grew up, me love your world without end and me never tell nobody.
Painful.
And I still love you until the day me go me grave, me still I gonna love you. I was looking for you to stand up against that wicked witch and tell her no. But I felt like you betrayed me. Because you joined her. And how must I look through that, daddy? How must I look through that? You know, expect that to hurt me?
Or you can blame me to somebody else. You can't blame me to somebody else.
Okay, you don't get any of the blame,
He's
right?
not getting it.
You can't blame me to somebody else.
He's
But
not
you
getting
shouldn't
it.
have placed your finger in there. It's of your 15-year-old daughter. You don't do that. If I did a other man, she get a hot box in her face. If I did one other man, she looked up to and tell that, you know, she get a hot box in her face. Because you don't do that to your daughter. You should have never listened. You should have never carried her to a request.
No, you saw me look for now. To me, you know, it's probably like say you want to come back and bring back things that you pass now.
Dad, did you say sorry? Dad, did you ever apologize to me? Did you think about my feelings? Did you apologize to me? Did Kamar apologize to me?
No.
Did you, Jenny, apologize to me?
Wow.
Hello. What did I? Did I do something to you willfully or something out of order?
Yes, my dad. Yes, my dad, because inserting your finger in your 15-year-old, inserting your finger in your 15-year-old daughter vagina is wrong.
Your mama tell me that this is right. If you are the man, that's how your mama tell.
So how you are going to know if she do it? You have doctor? Yo, this...
Right? My parents can be up your shit. So you want to hold that then?
But Dad,
I know the man that apologized, you know.
I'm going to say me.
Dad, were you right to do that? Dad, were you right to do that?
What?
Were you right to do that? Do you feel in yourself that you was right to do it?
Did your mother?
I don't have a mom. That is the reason why I'm talking to you. That is the reason I'm keeping a relationship with you. That is the reason I want my children to know their grandfather.
No, for hell no.
I don't have a mother. I don't feel like I have a mother. If anybody asks me anything, I talk highly of my daddy.
No apology.
So don't come tell me
No
not about my
remorse.
mother because she betrayed me a lot. And I don't look up to her as a mother. She don't feel, because in the first place, she should have never told you that.
God.
If she hold a mother title.
Hello. I don't, the way how she do it, how she approaches it.
Dad, were you right? right?
Man still a talk
That do you
thing.
think in your personal self that you was right? Yes or no?
Yeah, tell her that she did wrong the way she approached it.
But what about you, Dad? What about you?
Why do you hold?
Because you never apologize to me and I have feelings too, not because I'm your daughter. I'm your child, but I do have feelings. I'm not made of sticks and stones. And it hurts my feelings because my dad shouldn't see my vagina. My dad shouldn't put his finger in my vagina.
Hello, look here. Let me tell you something. What happened? It didn't happen with any intention.
Dad, that doesn't mean that I don't have feelings, and it doesn't mean that it doesn't hurt me.
Hello, it was abuse. It wasn't abuse.
Who said it was abuse? Who said it was abuse?
The man said it wasn't abuse.
You see how you're twisting everything? You're twisting everything, you're turning everything, and you're making everything look like, okay, I'm right.
Wow.
Because you know what, you parents in a phone no days, you know,
The
can't
man said
tell
it
people.
wasn't abuse.
But that's where things have the past.
Not until you said to me something.
Dash where
Not
things
until
have
you
the
said to me something.
past.
Pitney want me do me wrong.
Me sorry.
Emotional scars is left there. I have feelings too. Me not dash you away.
Hello. Me and your father.
Of course you're my dad. And that is the reason why you should not do it.
This is what I said.
And after you, Jenny, let me tell you this. Dad, listen now, Dad. Dad, listen 1 minute before you speak. This is the reason why me don't like you, Jenny, because you, Jenny, know what me gone through with Kemar 10 years long, which I'm my brother, and he still turn around and make you still do that.
When children done wrong things, our parents suspect them of doing wrong things. Parents have a way of proving things for themselves.
You must have blood.
You can't tell us
Wait there. I'm sorry. I had to pause.
parents that are trying to prove something.
Dad, when I can talk, let me know, okay?
You're not hold that against the parents.
What the What? When children do things, parents have a way of proving that the children did wrong things. So fishing through your 15-year-old daughter crutches with your finger is a way to prove what as a grown man? No, Rasta.
And when I can talk, let me know.
Your mother, your father.
Yes, that is very true.
Them can get cut
That
off
is
too.
very true.
You can go and hold against them and apologize to nobody because you never do nothing wrong. They don't hold against, they can hold against.
Dad, listen to me. Dad, listen to me. No, I don't need any apology. I don't need. When we can't talk, you tell me, alright? Because we can't talk to each other because we're not going to understand. You can't. I don't have you up. I do not have you up. I love you so much because you're my father.
Get on them, don't tell your man. You have people man now. Stop living at the past and living at the present. And that's what you do.
Listen, as you said, parents, as...
He hung up the phone. He hung up the phone. No. I hope not. How would he block? Wow. He hung up and she'll try call back. Wow. This man saying no apologize, so if that's what you're waiting for, you know.
You have reached the voicemail.
See that? Wow. Jono, hey, hold on there. Let me put the camera back out here so I can finish up this video right here, uncut. Let me do this rundown quick. People, I'm only human. She's still a call. Still calling. Him hung up, you know. He hung up, and he's not answering, and she's calling back. She is so desperately searching for closure. She's so desperately searching for some remorse. Oh God, I wish I could have been there for you more. Could have so much time should I get to see a message, and it's still playing. Come on, man. Still calling. Wow. I feel for that sister right there so much, man. Let me say this. I'm going to use about 4 or 5 minutes to close this. For one, I thank her so much for being brave enough to share this. I'm sure this is a healing process for her, right? Just to be able to get it all out there. To be able to even confront someone or the people that were involved and did all this to her. There are many people out there that have been victimized and they have not gotten to the stage where they're strong enough to confront those who victimized them. And some of those people that man. Wow. So, her brother is a soldier in the army now. And he has threatened to kill her if she ever come forward and talk up the things and call up his name. So, we have a JDF soldier that, according to his sister, all this went on. Parents enable it. I was going to say she needs counseling and healing, but I think she's well on her way. I think she has elevated, she has transcended above and beyond them, and they are not at the level where she is, neither intellectually nor any other allies. As far as what I heard, the conversation I heard, especially between her and her father, he was all about making sure that she understood that he didn't do anything wrong. And she confronted him with the exact same things that she told us, up front, straight up. Now, had he denied it and said, I have no idea what the hell you're talking about, then we could have been like, well, maybe she'll make up stuff. And, I mean, 4-year-old to something, how could your memory be so vivid and all this other stuff? Maybe, yeah, okay, you get older, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Them age there, you still remember things from those. Especially traumatic events like those, right? But the part with our father happened when she was 15. This is a grown girl. She knows and she remembers. No sorry, no remorse, no. Wow. That stepfather something there. And this is not her stepfather, this is her blood daddy. But one of the things that I don't really like or trust is stepfather. And yes, there are some good stepfathers out there that's even better than the kids, them real father. But them that far and very few in between. And I'm telling you, if you scratch the surface hard enough, under some of the facades that are out there, you will find some other things going on there. Cousin and cousin. In Jamaica we have a thing where say cousin and cousin make dozen. So yes, it is very much a part of our culture. So much so that we've even made up a rhyme for it. Cousin and cousin make dozen. Trust nobody with your children. She said that. And that, wow, profound. This is the most profound video I've gotten, or voice note I've gotten from anybody who have asked me to do their story. I mean, she came out, all the way out. No buck, no itch. I can only see healing happening for her from here. My advice to her is, stop looking for sorry or apologies from her father. Move forward with your life. Alright? Do the same thing that you preach now. Trust nobody with your own 2 beautiful children. and your experience in life has equipped you to teach, and your journey from then till now will take you to your destination. You have a lot of work to do, sister. You have enough work to do, and you're well equipped intellectually and brave enough to handle it. I look forward to staying in touch with you because great works are out there to be done. Healing is needed, and you are definitely one of them that can step to the forefront and begin or help others to even begin that healing process. People, leave your comments in the comment section below. Tell me what you think about this one. The video did long, but wow. That's all I can say. Wow. Whew, this heavy. I'm gonna lay down a little bit because I tell you my head right there so just hurting. Alright? I'm out. Peace.